Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a hot minute. I do apologize for that. I have just not been feeling it, if I'm honest. Not really a mental health thing or, any kind of specific reason, but sometimes you're just not feeling it. I started my Rust series and I do have a couple more of those videos made, but I've had to move on to some slightly more pressing pieces because I do have my very last, my absolute final event here in Okinawa, here on Kadena. It's called Freedom Fest and it's actually open to the public, so the Japanese locals get to come in and see the aircraft, and it's just a really great event that I haven't even had the opportunity to participate in because, let me tell you, the amount of people that come to this thing is kind of ridiculous. They're suggesting somewhere between 30 and 50,000, possibly more, just kind of depending. It is a 2-day event instead of a 1-day event this year, so it could be a little on the higher or lower side in numbers depending on what day I guess that you're there. I will be there on Saturday. It's an all-day event, and I just had a lot of little pieces I wanted to get done between now and then, so here we are doing all of the little color swatch pieces that I decided to do. We're gonna have some mushrooms, some frogs, some typical 𝍊🼼🍊🍊 stuff, and then I made some select number of these, America related and Okinawan related, so that if people wanted a piece of like that aspect, I guess. And I really like doing the color swatches because they take very little time, but I get to play with color in a different way than I would when I am doing my layered pieces. So the next couple of videos, because this event is on the 22nd, I am going to be working on the stuff that I have put together for this event, and then we'll get back to our Rust, I promise. I don't know, I just wanted to like clean my house and bake bread and do other things that I don't really necessarily want to put on camera for the channel. I'm also in PCS mode, even though we're not really that close to it yet. For those of you who don't know, military term PCS is permanent change of station, although this one is going to be permanent because, like I've mentioned before, we are getting out of the military. We are heading to Minneapolis, Minnesota after this, and it will be a massive change. Being in the military is kind of like being institutionalized in some ways. So getting out without any kind of friends or family or support system where we're moving is going to be a very different process for us, and it's going to be a little bit hectic. So this whole year in general is going to be a little all over the place for me and for the channel, and I just hope you guys stick with me because I promise the stuff that I'm going to be able to do once settled in the States is going to just be better in every way. I have so many new things I want to do that I can't here. We've talked about that before, and I'm just really excited for where things are going, and unfortunately that does mean having to wait a little bit because some of that stuff that I am doing in the background right now doesn't really make sense to put on camera, and I can't really move forward with that just yet, but I will be piecing some little projects together between now and then, and I'm hoping to do a couple of more little Japan videos. They don't do super well on the channel, if I'm honest, but that's okay because I like making them, and I won't have the opportunity once we leave here. The chances of coming back to Japan are okay, but the chances of coming back to Okinawa are pretty slim, just because we've lived here for 3.5-4 years, and not that we've done everything, but there is more to do in, say, Tokyo, Hokkaido, all those places that we would like to visit. So just gonna try and enjoy it while we can, while it lasts. Also, summer is coming in, and if you guys have been following the channel, you know how much I hate the hot and humid weather, so you know, getting out and doing stuff and not having to focus too hard on the channel while the weather is super nice, because I'm about to be indoors all the time anyway. You know, that just was taking over. But anyway, so here we are. This one is like a kind of a bohemian, what do you call that? Boho vibe. I had a request for somebody a while back that wanted some more like witchy stuff that wasn't necessarily like witch paraphernalia, so more of this kind of, you know, hippie kind of thing. And I used to do a lot more of that because I like the style. I love the color schemes that usually go with boho stuff, so I figured I'd do a few of these just to kind of touch on that a little bit, because I have moved away from it, you know, in like the last 3 or 4 years. I really like the nature aspects of it though, so of course that's what I did the most of. I apologize if you hear my dryer or any jets or anything like that. I'm just not playing around today. I'm getting this done so that I can have it posted on Thursday, because I know how much it's aggravated me that I haven't posted. And, you know, not just because I need to put something up, but, you know, I am trying to build this community. I'm trying super hard to get my subscribers up, so if you haven't subscribed, now would be the time. I would appreciate that very much. I'm hoping to start a Patreon when I get back to the States and stuff, and it just doesn't make sense to do that unless I kind of have the numbers I'd like to see. But, you know, again, it's gonna be a weird year, so I am also aware some of these goals I've set are a little lofty, considering I definitely can't plan this year out the way that I normally would try to. But we're gonna get into a little bit of painting here. I'm just gonna kind of throw on some music and let you guys relax, and I will see you off at the end of the video. Please enjoy. Alright, you guys, so this last little segment, I'm going to show you how I clean all these up and put them in their little frames. I have decided I hate these frames. I like them for, you know, getting them secondhand, and I think they were from like a wedding or something. I actually did end up finding them on Amazon. Like I don't mind the frame all that. It's just not my vibe. I wish I could thrift here the way that I will be able to again in the States. So they work perfectly fine, and I actually like the kind of rustic look of them, and that's great. But yeah, I wouldn't purchase these, I don't think. So, you know, like brand new anyway. I got really lucky with them price-wise though, so anyway, I'm just mumbling. At this point, I just want you guys to see how I finish all of these off. I like to use the little paintbrush to get away all the eraser pieces so that they don't end up in the frame, and I did add a little backing hook on these, so if people decided they wanted to hang them up, they could do that as well. I really think the Okinawa ones turned out super cute. Love the colors. But that's it for this week. We'll see you next time.